What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I thought there was something I definitely needed to touch up on, and it's something that we have been learning over the years from our forefathers of what is actually right about carbohydrates before training. Now, before I explain a little something, or before I tell you the truth about having carbohydrates before training, first of all, I am tired. Yes, I am tired. I look tired, I look fucked up, and I am. Okay? Good. The thing is that what we always thought on the beginning, well, during the course of time, is that carbohydrates, of course, energy, logical, okay? So that must mean energy before training would be great. Yeah. No, not exactly. The thing is that this is actually an exceptionally big myth. First of all, there are different types of carbohydrates as well. Of course, there are some carbohydrates that get quickly absorbed, which is fine. But at the end of the day, quick absorbing carbohydrates or the slow absorbing, I'm comparing table sugar to quinoa, for example. Two different carbohydrates, one with a high glycemic index and one with a very low. Anyway, both of those will take time till they get converted to ATP, muscle energy, okay? It will fucking take time. It takes time. So don't expect to have an energy boost unless you're fucking ketogenic or you're starving. You won't have an energy boost from carbohydrates. The thing is that carbohydrates before training is actually going to make you feel like shit. Yes, I am not fucking kidding you. It's actually the worst thing. Yes, I'm probably a little bit sick. That's why I'm fiddling around with my nose. I'm sorry. It's actually the worst fucking thing you can do. No, sorry. I'm swearing again. I'm raging. It's the worst thing you could actually take before training. I'm not kidding you. Reason number one is, of course, endogenous hormones in general, what your body can produce, is not exactly something out of this world. You cannot compare it to intramuscular injections. You know, if you take, for example, testosterone or growth hormone externally, you're not going to have the same comparison. But having your growth hormone higher up is, of course, at the end of the day, better than having it lower, right? Exactly. So, why would you want to lower it? The thing is that when you're taking carbohydrates and your blood sugars do start to decrease, your body is going to see this and start producing insulin because it wants to regulate the blood sugar level and bring it down a little bit, okay? Or bring it down to a homeostasis phase, homeostasis state. Which you could say, if you don't know anything about insulin, insulin is just pretty much a hormone that drives nutrients into your muscle cells and then regulates blood sugars, okay? It just brings it back to your normal levels that you find. The thing is that insulin hates the shit out of growth hormone. Insulin doesn't fucking like growth hormone. It says, fuck you, growth hormone, you get the hell out of here, I'm here, go for it. And that's the thing why you shouldn't be taking carbohydrates, is to keep your growth hormone high, especially when you want to cut. During cutting, of course, carbohydrates is reduced, so I do not see, and there's a lot of coaches, there are a ton of coaches that do recommend carbohydrates before training. I've seen this, I've seen the plans, I'm speechless. Anyway, do not take carbohydrates before training if you're on a diet, okay? That amount of carbohydrates is not going to give you any energy at all. It's just going to reduce the amount of growth hormone, which is going to, of course, reduce your benefits. Thing number two, or reason number two, is serotonin. Serotonin is a very, very sleepy hormone. It's more of like a satisfaction hormone. You know what happens to you when you on a cheat day? I'm sure most of you have cheated and then felt like crap afterwards. Felt like you've been stacking, I don't know, diazepam, melatonin. I'm forgetting all this medication what is used for sleeping. Phenibut and whatever. but pretty much using elephant tranquilizers. You know, you get knocked the fuck out. You get so tired, and that's what happens to you when you eat carbohydrates. Your body starts pumping on serotonin, and you feel groggy. You feel tired. So don't fucking have carbohydrates. If you do, there's only one exception. If you do have a very high metabolic rate, or you do burn off a shit ton, like let's say you work on a construction site, or you're a waiter, you're going to burn off quite a lot of calories per day. And if you can't get in those calories, at least get in at that point. But try to not take in carbohydrates about 3 hours before training. I'd say your last meal 3 hours before, okay? Between that time frame, before training, 3 hours before, just stick with protein. Just stick with amino acids. That's fine. And then you can replenish your glycogen and have a big fat carbohydrate meal after your training, which is perfect, especially when you get home. Of course, you're going to be munching all those good carbohydrates, all those nutrients, and then you're going to be sitting on your couch, most probably with a controller in your hand, Xbox, PS4, whatever you want, and just relax. Exactly. Well, that's my 2 cents. I thought I needed to quickly make this video because I've been hearing so many people telling me, oh, how much carbohydrates should I take before training? And I keep on saying, well, you shouldn't. What? I've been hearing from this trainer, from that trainer, from this coach, from that coach. Everybody recommended me carbohydrates before training. It's because this coach and this trainer and that trainer are all old school guys. They stick with knowledge, what we learned in the past. We keep on contradicting ourselves with new studies every year. Things what we learned alone this year absolutely blows everything off the roof, and I'm going to make a video about that. The reason, and this is a shocker, this is going to be a shocker for a lot of you guys. The reason why meat, what we always thought red meat, is not the epicenter for gains. It's not the best protein source. It's a protein source. It's okay. It's okay in moderate amounts, but you shouldn't overdo it. Okay? But that's a video for another time. I'm glad you guys stuck around till this period in this video, and if so, and if you did enjoy this video, if you did find it interesting, give it a like. Of course, sub if you haven't given me a subscribe. Yes, I am tired. I know, I cannot talk. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye.